time tonight for Marc Maron, because he is the third guest, and you worry, will we get him in? Will we squeeze him in tonight? Which is, it makes me tense a little bit. I want to make time for him. I'm not sure we're going to have the time. Liz, can we look at him now? Let's see. There he is there waiting. He's wondering, will he get on the show? And right now, I think his chances of being on the show tonight are about 22% chance of getting on the show. The irony being that the more I talk about whether or not he'll get on the show, the number probably goes down from 22 to something like, I don't know, 18. There we go. So we better just move things along because he looks worried. Man show, The Jerusalem Syndrome. Please welcome our pal, Mr. Marc Maron.
That was a lot of pressure, man. Because I thought if he kept going back to it, like, now it's up to 30%, he's not going to make it. And then if I finally got out here, there'd be like a 50% chance that I'd be funny.
No, less than that. Now, listen, here's the deal. We're glad we made time for you. Did you see me? I've been cutting people off tonight to make time for you.
There's a lot of other heroes that we had when we were younger standing out in the hallway. Rodney Allen Rippey is wondering what happened.
Rodney Allen Rippey. He just made nobody happy out there. I'll explain later who he is.
I have no idea who he is.
The kids, they don't know. Now,
the Fonzo, yeah, it was weird to see.
We had Mr. T, Steve Martin, the Fonz. It's great tonight.
I thought it was hallucinating. That was back in 7th grade. You remember how Fonz used to hit things and fix them?
Right.
I walked up and I said, hit my head, help me, hit my head.
That's right, and then he called security.
Yes. That's why he didn't go back to the segment. I was actually in cuffs downstairs.
Well, you look great tonight. First of all, I like that you're finally dressing up for the show.
Thank
you.
That's
a nice thing.
Yeah, it's about time. I think I finally leveled off on something here.
Yeah, it's terrific. And there's so much to... Your show is called The Jerusalem Syndrome,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in Jerusalem right now, so you must have some take on this.
Well, I have no idea what's happening there.
Okay, more 70s references.
No. I mean, I'm happy to live in the States, because in my building, I live in Queens, and in my building, Muslims, Jews, Christians all live peacefully under, one roof in the apartment, unless there's a boiler problem. And then we rise up against the Dominican landlord. But that's really, I think, a different political struggle altogether. I'm not sure that's what's going on there. I don't think it has anything to do with my landlord.
Now, No, I think he's involved somehow.
It is a conspiracy. I just realized that.
It is, yeah.
Oh man, I'm in trouble now. He's gonna watch. Oh.
And now, are you a religious guy? I've known you for years, and I don't know. Is Marc Maron a religious man?
I'm really not. I'm not. No, not at all. I didn't fast. I didn't go to temple. But I'm cool, right? I was addressing God.
Oh. That's the Today Show studio.
No, because
you were talking to. But Katie Couric thinks you're swell. All right.
That'll be all right then.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a religious person. It freaks me out when I see very religious people, actually. Like the guys who wear the yarmulkes all the time, the little hats. Why do they do that? Is that so God doesn't lose them in a crowd? Where are the good Jews? Oh, there they are. I'm so glad I thought of the hats.
Well, then, if you know nothing about religion, which you clearly don't, what about the debates last night? The debates.
Oh, is there something going on?
Well, did you watch the debates? Did you check them out?
Well, I watched. I don't watch them because I don't think they're real. I think they're dishonest. I think what happens is they do one debate, then they take polls, and they decide what people want to hear, and then they give them that. If they really want to have a debate, they should both meet in like maybe my apartment, and I would mediate it. I'd get a bottle of Jack Daniels and an 8-ball. I go, all right, let's go. And then and then you get the video going, and it's like after a 14-hour session last night, both candidates were briefed this morning on what they said, and
you'd find out the real them.
Exactly. Maybe they could make it a game, like every time that Gore sighs, Bush goes drink. You know what I mean? And every time Bush goes, and Gore goes, there's more. But I think it would just be more honest, And when do you hear that? Like, they could both agree on things. Like at some point, the news reporters would say, at one point, both candidates started crying and said, hey, whatever happens, I love you, man. I mean, how...
That would would be a great debate.
Yeah,
People
at some point they'd go, I hate my dad too, you know. Right.
So I'm guessing, because you didn't watch the debates, that you didn't check out the Olympics either. Because frankly, not many people
What's
check
the
those.
point of that? Watching the Olympics. How does that make anyone feel good, especially someone like me? You know, I watch for like 3 minutes. I'm like, okay, great, you're the fastest swimmer. You know what I mean?
You'd be the worst commentator at the Olympics.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
you
boy,
just won,
he's the guy that jumps over the thing with the pole the best. Woo! You know? It's like, hey, good luck with that.
Well, it's hard to argue with that.
You know?
It's hard to argue.
I don't come from that. I've never been an athletic person. I mean, where does
Really?
Yeah, when I was young, my heroes, who were they? They were Keith Richards, Jimi Hendrix. I mean, I come from the more, sex, drugs, rock and roll school, back when I was younger. When you do drugs, Conan, all your hobbies fit into a little box that goes right in your desk, And, when someone comes over, like, what are we doing today? I don't know. Let's have a look. I think we got a day planned here. But that's behind me,
This
man.
is a great message, too, for anyone who's watching.
Hey. Always remember there's more than one way to get your heart rate up. Now, that's all behind me. I don't want to give a bad message to the kids. Go out there, jump over things. Do whatever you need to do, yeah? Because you know what that leads to?
Right.
That leads to a career, a product endorsement. So what you do is you work all years, you spend all your life becoming this great athlete to become a very highly paid shoe salesman. It's good. It's good. It'll work. Where'd I lose you? The idea... Because, like, if you think about it, when you do drugs, you don't need special shoes. There are no Nike junkies. Maybe they should have them.
Yes.
These are shoes just to go down to the corner and back every couple days. Yeah. Or maybe they could have the Nike Junkie Air as a higher impact one if you're running with someone else's TV set. All right.
You got them back. You lost them for just that much time, and you were worried. All right. All it says is thanks for coming at the end. Why doesn't it plug your show, The Jerusalem Syndrome?
Oh, because it's actually down, but I will be appearing.
Then what the hell are you doing on TV? Promote. No, that's it.
I do have something to promote. I'll be appearing in my apartment for most of this month, and I'll be traveling to see the foliage. Can I go with you next time?
Yes,
All
yes.
right.
Next time it's you, me, and T. Thanks for coming. Marc, Maron, everybody. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.